Hey, how's it going? Bob here, Night Door. A little bit of housekeeping. Got one of my, I don't know if antique is the right word, um, but it's older, I don't know, antique might be the right word. I don't know, older corn cob, Missouri Meerschaum corn cob. Got at uh, Chicago Pipe Show last year. I got three of them altogether. Um, really enjoy them. Um, and I'm smoking some Galveston and Hogarth Bosoms Cut Plug, which I find I really enjoy as well. So, and I'm somebody that's a big fan of aromatics. So, um, but there are a few Englishes I really like, and that's one of them. Um, this is a video response for Glenn for his contest for having 100 videos. He wants to know what's the craziest place that you've ever smoked your pipe. And for me, I'd have to say uh, in my semi-truck, but it's not so much that it was in my semi-truck. That's not so crazy. It's what I was doing while driving and smoking, or maybe just where I was driving. It was last winter, and I was coming back from British Columbia, and price of diesel fuel in Canada is just outrageous compared to America. So I dropped down into Washington and came through the States to head back east to Minnesota. And I had to cross the Rocky Mountains, and this was in December. And if you've never if you've never driven over the Rocky Mountains, you can't really appreciate how very steep and tall they are. Okay, they're very steep and very tall, and you'll see signs on the side of the road and leading up to the Rockies before you start to go up. Signs that when the weather gets bad enough, the sign will be turned on telling truck drivers that they have to chain up or they can't drive. And I do not like to chain up. It's a real pain in the ass. And like I said, it was December and it was snowing, and I was smoking a pipe, and I kept track of how much I smoke when I'm in my truck driving. And it turns out I smoke something like, I'm not joking, I was smoking between 12 and 15 pipes a day while I was driving my truck. I tend to be a real anxiety eater, um, and there's nothing worse than, when I get anxious about something, uptight, I eat, and there's nothing worse than sitting in a truck for 14 hours a day and munching on donuts or potato chips or pretzels all day long. It's no good for you. So of course, so I smoked a pipe. That's much better for you. uh, so, but I kept track, and it turned out it was, like I said, between 12 and 15 a day. And I got in the habit of, I carried, I think like 6 cobs with me, four, let's see, three country gentlemen. I had my Falcon, and I had 2 freehands. Yeah, and I was, and when I got in the habit of what I would do is load up uh, 3 pipes at a time, and have them loaded with tobacco ready to go, and then there was like a coin tray kind of thing. You put coins, pens there, whatever, and I would have the 3 pipes already loaded up, ready to go, and sitting there, and basically I would pick one up, light it. I could light as I was driving, no problem. Smoke it. When I got done, I would put it down, or I would actually knock it out and empty it out, you know, uh, and then put it down and wait. I don't know, half hour, hour, whatever. Pick up the next one and light it up, and all while I was driving without slowing down. And I actually did get to the point where I could open up a bag, and I had larger, okay, like I had like bags this size, and I got to the point, I could open it up and then one-handedly, stick the pipe in there, scoop it in, and then fill it in, tamp it down with my thumb, and do that as I was driving, and then uh, seal up the bag and light my pipe. And but it got you know easier. It was just simply easier to load up 3 pipes ahead of time, set them in the little coin tray, and sure, the tobacco dried out a little bit, but it wasn't terrible. And so anyway, I was smoking, and I had the CB on, and I was coming up, approaching the Rockies, and I heard from somebody that the state troopers were about to flip on the signs that said you had to have your chains on. And like I said, I don't like chaining up, so I barreled my way up the mountain, up the western side of the Rockies, because I'm heading east. And I was halfway up, and I heard on the radio that the signs were up. You had to pull over and chain up, and I just kept going. And going up's not a problem, but going down. So I got to the top, and I was out. My pipe was done, and like I said, I'm an anxiety smoker, and I knew there's no real room at the top of the hill there, to the top of the mountain, to pull over and chain up. I mean, the shoulder at that point is like you got a 2-foot shoulder. You can't even move a semi truck completely off the road. You can only get like one wheel off the road, and the rest of your semi's sitting out there in the road. And then you've got cliff, hundreds of feet of cliff, thousands of feet of cliff, so there's nowhere to pull over. So basically, I, grabbed another pipe, lit it up, and started rolling down the other side of the mountain with no chains on. And it was snowing. The roads were bad. That's why the signs were on to begin with, chain up. And it was in the middle of a snowstorm. It was a snowstorm, and I was driving at nighttime. Snowstorm in the Rockies at nighttime, no chains. And I had one of my country gentlemen with a Forever stem on it, and you know how I like my Forever stems. And as I was sliding my way down the other side of the Rocky Mountain there. I got so anxious. I got so uptight. I mean, my knuckles were like, my, white. You just see how, I was cramping up because my arms were gripping the steering wheel so tight, and I actually at one point bit through a Forever Stem from, I was clenching up so badly. I bit through Forever Stem, and the pipe dropped out of my mouth and fell on the floor between my feet, and I just spit out the piece of Forever Stem that was in my mouth, and but I made it down to the other side, made it down to the bottom. It was the scariest dam. It took about 25-30 minutes. Scariest damn, 30 minutes I've ever had. I mean, I was terrified. I bit right through the Forever Stem, and I got to the bottom, and I was sweating so profusely. I mean, I was soaking wet from the sweat, from being scared out of my wits, and I mean, I had to, I found a place to pull over, hopped out of the truck, got a bunch of sand or snow, started rubbing it on my head and my face because on my neck because I just couldn't stop sweating. I had the shakes. I was all jittery. It was the scariest and dumbest thing I'd ever done. I'll be honest. It was probably the dumbest damn thing I ever done. But that's my story. There you go, Glenn, for the craziest place I'd ever smoked a pipe. Well, that's it. That's my story. I hope it's good enough for the contest. So, you have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. And till next time, may all your roads be smooth, chicken house is closed, and may your pipe never run empty. God bless.